Hello everybody, my name is Zach and I'm going to teach you guys how to use Logic X Pro. This is a tutorial for people who just downloaded this program and are looking to get started right away. Um, this is, anybody can look at this. Advanced people who have no type of musical experience, no type of experience with DAWs, all that good stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. Click Logic X Pro and it'll open. It'll boot up. Usually this isn't open, but here you can select, various things before you actually go in. All this stuff you can change once you're in there. Usually I don't touch this. Actually I touch this one. And the only reason I have this one changed is because I am recording what sounds Logic X itself outputs into QuickTime. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to do empty project and then choose. And we're going to choose a software instrument. Audio would be if you're going in, you're going to go ahead and put in like a vocal, singing, rapping, anything like that. Drummer, that's for a drum pad, excuse me. External MIDI, that's for an external MIDI keyboard. And a guitar bass is for a guitar or a bass, as it says. So when you do software instrument, I use Alchemy the most as my instrument because it's just the best one in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and create that. And so a couple things. So this is your virtual keyboard. You can summon this and put it away by pressing Command K. Basically, it's a little loud. So basically you can it's basically a MIDI keyboard pretty much, but with your actual keyboard. You can move up the octave on the keyboard by pressing X and move down with Z, increase the velocity with V. Pitch bend, modulation. Yeah, so this is if you wanted to do it with your mouse as opposed to the keyboard itself. We're not going to worry about that right now. So this can be useful if you scroll over certain parts of the UI. It'll explain what it is and what it does. It can be useful. Personally, I didn't find it useful. It kind of confused me more than anything, but you can have it up if you want. I'm gonna take it off because it's kind of annoying. This is the toolbar button, as you can see on the screen. This right here correlates to this right here. Essentially, this correlates to this panel. And so in this panel, you can choose your instrument, or your plugin, excuse me, which has a bunch of instruments in it. So say, we didn't want Alchemy, say we wanted to use ES2, and then within that, we could just choose an instrument. I don't know, anything really. I'm going to go back to Alchemy because Alchemy is just really nice. This turns off, okay, that turns off the musical plugin. Audio effects, yeah, we'll get into that later. This is the sound library, actually. So you can click these tabs and it'll lead you to stuff, or you could click down and go back to where you started. Or you could just go into the actual plugin itself and choose a sound, which is why I don't have this up that often. This brings up so it brings up a lot of things. So this kind of like transforms, let's actually bring up the keyboard so you can hear this happening. So this transfers the sound of the instrument based on whatever preset you choose. you can click compare to go back to what it was at first. You can mess with some select sliders as well. Okay, and then EQ is equalizing the sound. So say, I don't know why this sounds so bad. So say you want to cut off some of the front end, you bring that down here. So you want to cut off some of the low end, so you just have the mids. Actually, this would be more of the mids, like this. Yeah, that's what this does. This right here pulls up your buses pretty much. So you have your master right here. We have the one for track 1, so you can see how this correlates to the track other than the left. So I'm going to put that back at 0. And this is for I guess the actual sound that's being output, if that makes sense. All right. This is rewinding the playhead, so it goes back to where you press play from. Just fast forwards it a measure, just brings it back a measure, back a measure. That's stop. This brings you back to the beginning. This is play. I actually didn't go over this, but we'll go over that in a second. Right. So record, right? So say you have a MIDI keyboard or this keyboard up. If you press record, you can record some notes that you're playing. Okay. That's an error. That usually shouldn't happen. But essentially you get the gist of what I was trying to say. So we're going to go ahead and delete that. This is I don't know exactly what this is actually called. Oh, cycle range. See, I guess this can be helpful sometimes, even though that wasn't. Anyways, so this is the cycle range, and at the end of that, your locator is just going to go back to the beginning of the cycle range. So I'm going to stop that. This shows the bar that you're on. This counts out the beats right here. You can change your tempo. Go back to 120. This is key and measure and all that good stuff. Metronome, we're going to turn that off because that's pretty annoying. Pretty sure this is lead up to recording. Yep. So if you don't have that on, it's just going to start recording right when you press record. So we're going to leave that on. This is the master volume. So this is not what I was looking for, actually. I don't use either of those that much. These are like pre-made loops that you can bring in to the song. You know, they have a genre tab. So say we wanted a chill wave synth in the 4/4 signature on a minor scale, and it'll give us a whole bunch of options for that. Oh, and let's say maybe we want F sharp. Oh, okay, never mind. Don't worry about that. That actually didn't work. Okay, but anyways, you can drag this onto the play region. Import, yes, and yeah, I don't like how that sounds at all, but essentially you get what I'm trying to say and what that can be useful for. So like, you know, sometimes I'll use that if I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to make drums or something like that. So this right here makes it so that all the, I guess, the tracks here are, they'll fill the max space that they can fill vertically, and this makes it so that all the information in this region fills the max space horizontally, as you can see. So let's see, let's change this actually so you can see what I'm talking about, and it goes automatically snaps. but we're going to delete that. This is how you can scale it vertically manually, or you could do it right here. And this is how you can scale it horizontally manually. Excuse me. These right here, this tool correlates with your left click. This tool correlates with a command click. And that's pretty much all you need to know to be able to, put down your first set of notes. So without further ado, we're gonna start putting down some notes.